Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to tell you 5 Age of Empire 4 tips you need to know as a console player. So we'll go ahead and get into it. So the first one is going to be using the LB menu to make troops. So what I mean by that is you press LB and then you'll go to quick find and you just go up and you'll go to military production buildings and press A on this. And you'll see here it has these troops. So I only have barracks right now, so these are the only troops that are on there. The point is, we have 5 barracks here. Okay, so what I used to do when I first started was I would go to each barracks and go, oh, I want a spearman, and do it that way. And what you find is it takes time, right, to go, oh, spearman, oh, I need to make a spearman. Right, you gotta click all that. If you're trying to fight somebody, if you're trying to, it's hard to do this. Go, oh, let's scout, and then oh, let's go back, and then oh, one spearman. That stuff just takes time. So what you need to be doing is when you want to make a troop, you press LB, you'll go up to military production buildings, press A, and then you can click your troops from here. And what you can do, like let's say I want to make 5 spearmen. I click that and it automatically will make it out of each building. I didn't have to click any of them or anything. Then I'll go ahead and I'll click the rally point in this LB menu and say I want them all to go right here. So we'll wait and then boom, they all spawn. I didn't have to click anything. So let's say I'm scouting. Oh, I want 5 spearmen made as fast as possible. LB up and just click 5. That's all I have to do. I didn't even have to move my screen. I can keep scouting. I can go shoot this deer. I don't have to do anything. And now, without even clicking the buildings, it already made 5 spearmen in the most efficient way possible. Boom. Now we got the spearmen made. All right, so that's what you want to be doing. And then I'll go ahead and I'll take all these guys and we'll age up real quick, and then I'll come back and show you what I mean. Alright, so we aged up. We go, okay, I want to make an archery range and I want to make a stable. So we'll let them knock that out real quick. Alright, so now you'll see, let's say again, same thing. I'm scouting, go up, I have all of my troops from my archery, my stable, my barracks. So let's say, okay, I want to make a spearman, an archer, and then I also want to make a horseman. Alright, and we're just running here. Again, I can press LB, go to my rally point, click it here, and I'm just, okay, let's do this. Oh, I want another horseman, I want another spearman, I want another archer, right? And you're just chilling, running around. I didn't even have to go back to base. And you know what? I think I want another horseman now. Okay, and still, we're still just scouting. Okay, I want sheep. Never even had to look back at the base. And now when I look back, look, okay, horsemen, I got archers, got another archer. Horses take longer, but we got 3 horsemen coming. And that's kind of the idea, right? Is like, it's hard to imagine right now, but imagine late game, right? You're trying to, like let's say, we're fighting with these guys, and you want to be able to fight, and while you're fighting, be like, okay, I need to make more reinforcements. More spearmen, more horse, be able to do all that without ever having to look away from your army, right? Because, like I said, what I used to do is, okay, I want to fight. Oh no, I need more troops. I gotta go back to base. Let's see. Do I want to? I don't know. Do I want one? Do I need it? Like, it just takes too long. It takes way too long, and you're gonna end up losing your army and just being less efficient overall. So I think this is one of the biggest things that I learned to improve. So. We're going to go to tip number 2. And tip number 2 is to turn on the time and the player score. So if you don't know how to do that, you'll press start, go to options, you'll go down to visuals, scroll down, you'll get to show game duration timer. You're going to want to set that to on, and then you'll go to show pinned player information. You want to turn that on, and then display player scores. You want to also turn that on. And so what this does is, obviously you're going to see the time, right? Which is important because you're going to want to know, like, when should I be aging up? Is my opponent going to age up soon? Like, it's an important thing to know. And then player score is a huge thing. So a lot of people don't know this, but player score is, so it shows a snapshot of your opponent's strength, because it includes their economy, military, technology, and society values. So you can tell if your opponent's booming, if they're behind, kind of what's going on. And this is available to console players for ranked games. So PC players don't have the option to see this. They can only see it in custom games. So as a console player in a ranked game, I can see my opponent's player score over there on the right. And right now I can see, okay, my score is 982, his is 653. Now I'm aged up, but again, I can kind of assume that I have a stronger military or economy or whatever. So you'll see I'll start making more troops, and we'll watch my player score as it goes up as those troops come out. We're waiting. And boom, you can see my score is starting to go up because I'm making more troops. So that's important because now I know, like, okay, if I take a fight, I probably have a good chance of winning. And let's say you have 2,000 score, and you're like, hey, I want to go attack my opponent. And then you hit this LTLB, you see the player score, and he has 4,000 score. He has double your score. You might want to rethink going to fight that guy because it's probably not going to work out well for you. So this is one of the biggest things too. There's a lot of people on console that don't even know this exists. Like, this is, I don't want to say it's like, you know, a cheat code, but it's such a huge benefit that you need to learn how to use while you play. I mean, it's the difference between just blindly walking your army into a death trap or, you know, winning a fight. So, alright, so tip number 3 is going to be auto-make villagers. So this may seem obvious to most of you, but on console, your town center has the ability to automatically create villagers so that you don't have to. So what you'll do is you'll press A on your town center, RT, go down, and it says here, auto-train villagers. Orders the town center to automatically train a villager when the production queue is empty. This is going to start toggled off, so when the game starts, you're going to have to remember to turn this on. Turn it on, and look, it's going to start making a villager. And so it's going to continuously make a villager as soon as one comes out every single time. So we'll wait, you know, whatever, like we say, we're scouting, you know, we're doing whatever we do, right? Oh, looking for sheep, looking for relics, looking for whatever. Oh, I'm gonna go to the corner of the map, you know, play over here. Boom, a villager just came out. We don't have him assigned to anything, but as soon as a villager came out, another one was made. So this is going to be huge. Again, this is another thing that PC players don't have the option to do. And a lot of people complain about it. And I can understand, right? Because PC players kind of have to micro, like, doing all that we just did. Plus, they have to come back here. They got to, you know, do whatever with their villagers. And then, you know what I mean? It's a lot more for them to have to balance. But as a console player, you need to use that advantage. So, again, just remember, you have to remember to turn it on at the start of the game. Alright, so tip number 4 is going to be utilizing the villager resource radio menu. So this is going to be a lifesaver for you so that you don't have to micro every single villager. So you can see they're all kind of taking a nap right now. And this is what they'll do when the game starts. They're all just going to take a nap. So if you press LT in the right stick, it's going to open this villager priorities menu. So you can either select some of them, or if you go to the right D-pad, you can pick what you want. Like, oh, I want food and gold, half and half, or whatever. Let's say we go to a preset, right? Let's say, okay, you know, I like this, you know, I like the basic preset or whatever. So you'll click A on this, and your villagers are automatically going to assign themselves to what you want, right? So, I mean, again, you're going to have to, like, they're going for sheep, they're going to get these. You're going to have to make a mining camp, right, for these guys getting gold or whatever. But they're automatically going to do it. And so we'll see whenever this villager comes out, they're going to automatically go to wherever they're needed on the preset. I'm not even going to have to rally them anywhere. It comes out, you know, it takes a nap for a second. It says, okay, I want to go to food. All right, so he goes to food. The next one will come out. He'll think for a second. He'll go, oh, okay, I think I want to go to wood. And that way I'm not having to, you know, rally everyone here, or whatever. It just automatically does it. Now, an important thing you're going to need to be considering when you're doing this is that something really bad can happen. So what can happen is, like, let's say you're getting gold here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Let's say you're getting gold here, okay? And let's say an enemy comes. Let's say the Mongols are coming, right? The Mongols come in with their horsemen or whatever, and they just start slaughtering your gold villagers, right? Let's say, okay, all 3 of these guys die. All right, you have nobody on gold now, right? Well, your radio menu is going to realize that you don't have anyone on gold, and it's going to start sending people automatically to gold. The problem with that is if you're not aware of this and the Mongols are still here, whoever, they're just going to keep slaughtering your villagers, right? So, oh, okay, these guys automatically came. Oh no, the Mongols came and killed my villagers again. And I don't know, because, you know, I'm over here messing around, scouting, playing with boar, running around them or whatever. And my villagers just keep running to gold, and they're just dying. So the way that you're going to stop that is, again, open your menu, go to custom, and just turn off gold. Press Y till it decreases all the way, and these guys are going to be like, okay, I don't want gold anymore. And they're just going to leave. And then after you fix the problem, you'll be like, okay, I dealt with the Mongols, we'll turn gold back on. And then they'll come right back. So that's what you're going to want to do. Anyway, my final tip for you is, it's a simple one. It's just keep it simple, stupid. And it's the way I like to think. You know, when you're playing on console, you don't have the amount of buttons, you don't have the macros, you don't even have a mouse to click and move around the map. So it's more than likely you'll be worse at microing than your opponent. And in order to climb, you're going to have to lean on your strengths and understand your weaknesses. The ability to see player score, automate villagers, and make troops from all buildings with the push of a button is a huge advantage. Your strength as a console player lies in freeing up your mental load so that you can focus on taking good fights rather than consistently microing villagers and troops. Utilize the player score and take good fights when you know you're ahead, and prepare to take action when you see your opponent booming. Simple civs like the French and the English will be easier to play, but I believe with enough practice, any civ can be within your mastery. Again, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my tips, and if you have any other suggestions, please leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.